Hello everybody, my name is CoolBlue, and I bring you guys this video, which will be Casters Network presents a review of Build Dota 2. Now, if you guys don't know, the Dota 2 Google Plus Community Cup is going on right now, and Build Dota 2 is going to be one of the sites that's actually sponsoring the event. So I decided, hey, why not? Just go ahead and do ourselves a review of the Build Dota 2 website, so you guys can check it out, see how it looks, and we can get some initial impressions and some final thoughts on the whole entire site. So, like I said, the Dota 2 Google Plus Community Cup will be taking place at this point tomorrow, March 21st, 2015 at 7 p.m. CET, and that is a community tournament that's going to be held. If you guys want to check out more information about that, go check out the previous video that we have, which is about, put a note on the side, so you guys can go check that out. But this one's all about Build Dota 2, and they are one of the awesome partners for us here in this event, as you guys can see right there. And we're going to go and check out their site, see how they're doing. So according to this, Build Dota 2 is a Dota 2 hero builder calculator considering level, items, and abilities or skills. So that's really cool. So we're going to go ahead and check out their site. Open up a new tab, and oh look guys! The Dota 2 Google Plus Community Tournament is like posted right there flat on the page. We're not sponsors, we're totally sponsors. And this nice little thing, WTF is Build Dota 2 serve online service? Oh yeah, okay. Server? Cerebe? I don't know, I can't pronounce things, guys. Sorry. Language is not my strong suit here. But yeah, it's basically a web application. There's also an Android app, which is awesome. There's an Android app that's available. I use it. It's really cool. But it basically lets you build your own hero. It lets you go through a few scenarios. Maybe think about how much your build costs. Think about what stage you'll be at. Maybe say, if I was level 4 as Axe and I had a Rod of Atos, what would my stats be like? And it lets you go ahead and check out all those and see effective HP. We are going to take a nice, harsh, condensed look at it. And even though that they are even though Build Dota 2 is a sponsor of the Dota 2 Google Plus Community Cup, and I am actually one of the admins for the Dota 2 Google Plus Community Cup as well, I am going to try to give this as honest of a review as I can. I have looked through the site, I have clicked around a little bit, and I do know some of the quirks and know some of the bad things about the site, so I'm going to go ahead and point a few of those things out, not a whole bunch, but we're going to talk about the site so I can just give you guys a general idea of what you'll be getting into when you go to this webpage. So we're going to go ahead and just click on ourselves the Create tab, which is one of the cool things. They have a top favorite Create. If you do attach your Steam account to the site, you will be able to save your own builds, and it's really awesome that you can do that. I love the fact that they included that. But we're going to go ahead and click on the Create button so we can check out, see what the site's working with. So as you can see, you can basically click on your hero. You can select them by their normal strength and everything. And do they have, oh they do, yeah, there we go. So say, do they have Winter Wyvern? And yes they do. They do have Winter Wyvern because that is the newest hero added to the game, as far as I can tell. So we're going to go ahead and play around with, let's see, what hero do I love playing? I love playing Venomancer. I was going to play around with the Venomancer. So I click on Venomancer. And once I do that, I'm just going to basically just try to go ahead and think about my build. Start build, I'm going to get some Iron Branches, Tango, Iron Branch, and a Healing Salve, and a Stout Shield, because I have 710 gold. So as you guys can see right here, this is just a quick example. It's not like super serious for me, from me, but it tells you the total cost of this build. It tells you the free points that you have to spend on your levels. It also tells you your current stats, and if you hover over each individual stat, as you guys can see how I'm doing right now, it'll tell you the details of it. It's actually really cool that they included 3 things. 1, they included this in the first place. 2, they also included the points gained per hero level, which that is accurate. I have double checked and triple checked. And he also checked the attribute level as you continue to go along. So those are 3 things I really like that they included, because I love talking about, oh my gosh, this hero has this much strength and this much, and that converts into this, and they have that, and they have this, and they have that. And it's going to be really helpful for me in the future, especially if when I'm casting, to actually just bring up the site to the side and just click onto a few things, try to add some items like a Juggernaut or something, and see what the strength is going to be like, or see what the intelligence is going to be like. So it's going to be really useful for me in the future, so I'm definitely going to be using that, or seeing where I can use that and trying to integrate that into my commentaries when I do commentate for things. Aside from that, you also get yourselves a nice little DPS. So this is how much damage per second Venomancer actually does. So his DPS is actually pretty darn low because he hasn't had that much damage. I mean, let's be real here. It's Venomancer, he's a support. But let's go and see if we can build ourselves a baller Venomancer. So we're gonna go ahead and get him all the way up to level 25. And as you guys see, per level, I can spend the points accordingly. Let's see, puts there 10 points in that. We'll max out that, and we'll put 2 points in that because that's how all Venomancers play, right? All right, that's a legit build. Max stats first. Oh, it's not even max stats. It's 7 points in stats. So I got my Venomancer with 7 points in stats. It tells me that he has 7 points inside of his attributes. Legitimate build, guys. I do highly recommend it. I think it's a really good build. Sarcasm here. But you can check out two things up here with his health, which is his effective HP versus physical damage, and his effective HP versus magical damage, which the magical is in blue, the physical is in green. One thing I was a little bit upset about. I mean, you know, if I hover over this, I get this. If I hover over that, I get that. I was kind of hoping that if I hovered over this, over here, I would get like an explanation of effective HP is this, and with armor is that, or without armor is that. There'll be some extra details, I guess, that I don't really need, but I mean, it would be cool to know that I can have that. But I do know if I get rid of all of these things here. Let's do that. And let's give Venomancer some damage. So let's see. Venomancer is an agility hero, so let's give him as much agility damage as we possibly can. I know Butterfly gives him 30 agility and 30 damage, so it's 60 damage total for Venomancer. So his DPS jumps from goes from a whopping 85 to a whole entire 196. Really, wow. 196 damage per second with DPS. I was going to give him a hand of minus to see how that affects it. Okay, it gives him quite a bit of attack speed. Let's see. What item gives him the most attack speed? I think a Melnair gives you the most attack speed. If I'm not mistaken, a Melnair gives you a whole entire 80 attack speed, whereas the next closest thing, I would have to go look at my details on this. I think the next closest thing would probably be, I would probably expect it to be a Mantis style. I don't know. Oh, AC. AC gives you 35. Melnair gives you a whole entire 80. And as you guys can see, as I'm using the site, I can go ahead and hover over the items. I can see the details. One key thing that I was actually annoyed at, and I gotta be honest, like this actually bothered me when I was actually clicking through this, is whenever I hovered over something, you know, I'm just like looking for an item. In order for me to scroll, I kind of have to be in this area. It's like, you know, I'm just trying to scroll, find my item, and it's like this window keeps popping up and blocking my vision. It's this minor annoyance, I understand, but still, it's one of the things that did bother me, and I feel like I should point out to everybody because, you know, it is there, it is happening. Alright, so we're looking for the highest attack speed item, the highest single attack speed item that you can get, and I do think a Melnair is it. Sanjinyasha, not even close. Mantis style is over here, and that is not even close. Yeah, Melnair. We'll go for Melnair. Alright, so we get Venomancer Melnair. His damage goes from a whole entire, or damage per second goes from 196 and all the way up to 310. And as you guys can see, you can play around with your builds. Give Venomancer Rapier. Let's see what his damage per second goes. Look at that damage per second. 2,490 or 92 damage per second. A question, does it take into account a negative armor? Let's see, Desolator. Alright, so we give him a Desolator, and that gives him a whole entire 144 damage per second. I do not know if this takes in takes negative armor into account. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's just damage per second versus somebody with no armor. That's a little bit unfortunate saying that. It's a little bit unfortunate saying that. Alright, anyway, so continue to play with Venomancer. Let's go ahead and give him level 25. Give him max level, give him max stats. Look at that damage per second. No items. Venomancer's like a baller with that damage. 149 damage per second. He might be able to kill a courier in 2 hits, guys. He might be able to kill a courier in 2 hits. I think a flying courier has a whole entire... oh, wrong button. I think a flying courier has a whole entire 250 HP, which is why Axion just drop his ult and kill it every single time. Because, you know, courier doesn't have that much HP. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a very tanky Venomancer. So let's do all the armor in the world. Let's do armor. We'll give him Assault Cuirass. We'll also give him a Shiva's Guard, and we'll give him a Blade Mail. Why the heck not? And what other piece of armor do we have? Let's give him some agility. That gives you armor too. So Butterfly, that gives you a lot of agility. E-Blade. Wow, E-Blade gives you more agility than Butterfly does? What? E-Blade, so you can get more agility. Once again, we're focusing on agility, not necessarily attack speed right now. Can I level this up? Ooh, and we run into a flaw, guys. One flaw to point out about Site 2. Sometimes some of the items don't respond the way you need them to. Like, I want this to be a diffusible at level 2. I am not sure at all if this is taking into account diffusible at level 2. But that is a little bit concerning that I can't get to diffusible at level 2. Unless maybe they put it as a separate item. I don't know what the exact solution for that one would be. But it would be something that would bother a lot of people. Because, you know, diffusible level 2 on some builds is what you need to go to. Or what you need to get to. So I can actually see some accurate stats. Let's see. What other item would give him a lot of armor? Veil of Discord, does that give a lot of armor? I think it only gives like 5 armor. 6 armor, okay, my bad, I was off by 1. Alright, so Blade Mail gives him a ton of armor. No highlight, okay, no highlight. Blade Mail gives him 6 armor, oh, only 6. 6 armor. Shiva's Guard gives him 15 armor. AC gives him a whole entire 35 armor. This is a tanky Venomancer, guys. You don't understand. This Venomancer has so much armor, he can get another AC stack. Oh man, how about that? Let's just give him ACs. Ah, what am I doing? I'm just wasting space here. Boom, efficiency. So we got a very tanky Venomancer, guys. 6 Assault Cuirasses, and it costs him only a very low price of 31,500 gold. I know, guys, there's some fun you can have with this site. But anyway, so all my shenanigans aside, let's go and build a legitimate Venomancer. So let's see, let's go with the Aghanim Scepter Venomancer. He's going to be a support, because I play Venomancer support. I know a lot of people like to play him as a core, but we're going to Aghanim Scepter, Shiva's Guard, Shiva's Guard, Stick, and Tornado Stick, Heaven's Halberd. And, heck, let's give him Necro 3. Oh, darn, can't give him Necro 3. Alright, 4 staff. Alright, so that's our Venomancer, guys. Aghanim Scepter plus Shiva's Guard and all this stuff. So his damage per second is sitting at 222. Fortunately, it doesn't tell us how much his damage scales. I do not think it doesn't tell us how much his damage will scale with all this. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, even the support Venomancer would probably prefer to get themselves a Veil of Discord. That's extra free. That's free damage, especially when you got an Aghanim Scepter. So that's a lot of extra damage. You can see his current stats are sitting at survivability, a lot of physical damage resistance, probably because of Shiva's Guard and also because of Veil. And if you look at his effective HP versus magic damage, it's basically scaling off of only his base magic resist. Which, oh look, physical resistance, 70.36% resistance. Wow, it's pretty impressive. Move speed sitting there. His intelligence is sitting pretty darn high. A lot of intelligence items. Sheepstick and Shiva's Guard helping him out a lot. And yeah, that's basically it. You can see his regen right there, whole entire 12 regen per second and 28 mana regeneration per second. A lot of fun you can have with this. I'm just a little bit sad that some items you can't toggle on. Like if I can toggle on this armlet to see what it would be like active, that would be amazing. Especially if you're trying to do a build like a Huskar. Which, speak of the devil, let's go and switch over to Huskar. This alchemist. And also, this will be a good test here too as well. And like I said, I'm giving you guys as honest a review as I possibly can, even though I know that they are sponsoring the tournament, and I don't want to say too many bad things about them. I just want to point out a few things that I think, you should probably look into, because it'd be really cool. But if I could toggle on abilities that gave heroes, their effects as far as their regen, that would be really awesome. If I can basically click into maybe a few more details, that'd be awesome as well. But all in all, guys, this is the Build Dota 2 website. They do have a top selection where you can basically go through and check out some of the top builds that other people have put through. It is really cool sometimes to look at the builds, and I've actually considered trying some of these builds out. I considered it, I didn't actually do it because I get distracted really easily when I'm playing my Dota matches, but I've considered it. Frog is flying. There we go. Reload the page and we're good. We got a Luna build sitting here with kill, death, assist. Oh, yeah. And when you are submitting your build, because you can save your build and you can share it with other people, it's really awesome. You can put the kill, death, and assist that you got with it. If it is attached to your Steam account and you actually do it, I do think that that's where that collects that kill, death, and assist. You can also manually put in kills, death, and assist in there as well. But as you can see, there's not that many builds up here. And like the number of likes you see for the highest build is 17 likes, so I'm making this video to try to build up a little bit more hype about the Build Dota 2 website. I think it's a very amazing site as far as what they offer. I do love the fact that you can build your own hero. I do love the fact that you can see the physical damage resistance, and at the very least you can see all the basic essentials for a hero. Like we can try to build a Phantom Lancer with a full-on Diffusal Blade. Unfortunately, Diffusal Blade level 2 doesn't work, so I'm a little bit sad about that too, but besides the point. So I can get Phantom Lancer a full build, booster travel, so Diffusal Blade, booster travel, harder to harass, Mantis style. What else would he have? What Phantom Lancer build a Maelstrom? He'll definitely build an AC. I think a Phantom Lancer needs to build an AC because it just gives a lot more survivability. I mean, you can check it out. He's at level 25. Phantom Lancer will have a lot of survivability, relatively speaking, and that's not including his Doppelwalk and his illusions being tanky as crap. Oh, Radiance, right? Sometimes a core Phantom Lancer will build a Radiance or a BKB. BKB would probably be better. I don't know. I'm impartial. I'm impartial to Radiance. I don't like a Radiance in general, but It does give him more damage. Okay, fine. We'll keep him with the radiance. But his damage per second sitting at 453 damage per second. Jesus. How fast does he attack? He attacks at 2 attacks per second, essentially. And I'm not sure if that's counting the radiance burn. Hold on, let's see if we can do the math to figure out that damage per second. So Phantom's attack speed is sitting at 317. Oh, sorry, it's attack speed. Sorry. Phantom's damage is sitting somewhere between 169 and 191. Once we do the math on that, it's basically a 180 plus 65. So let's go ahead and do that math. That's math that I can't do off the top of my head. So let me go ahead and get my calculator out. Hashtag cheat swag. 180 plus 65 equals 245, and we multiply 245 by essentially 2, and we get ourselves not the exact number I was looking for. Hold on, let's do 180 plus 65 equals Right, and now that we got that, let's see, his damage per second, or his attack speed is 0.54 attacks per second. So what would that be? That would be 1 over 0.54, or 0.54 over 1. 0.54 divided by 1. Oh, okay, right. Math is hard, guys. So he basically gets 0.54 attacks within 1 second. So that means within 1 second he'll actually be able to get 2. So I think I was doing it right before. So 1 divided by 0.54. Does that give me what I need? Yes! He gets 1.8 attacks. He gets 1.85 attacks. So I was going to multiply that by our number, which is going to be... Oh, this is math, guys. This is algorithms in action. 180 plus 65. And we get ourselves 453. Alright, so that math is actually coming from purely his attack damage. So it's not necessarily coming from anything else like negative armor. That is not coming from anything else like the radiance burn. And it's really difficult to like say, oh man, I wish they had this. But it will be a nice feature to see added to the site. So I can't dock them too terribly hard on that. I will go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt, them being the people who made the site. But it is really cool that I can still see the damage per second as far as their physical right click damage, and also I will be able to see the whole entire, listing of their physical damage resistance, or the effective physical HP, and also the effective magic resistance. And also it's really cool to just see the stats. It's like, hey, let me build a ridiculous Phantom list. Let me build 7 diffusal blades and see how it goes, or 6 diffusal blades and see how it goes. Also, if I'm not mistaken, if you pick somebody like a lone druid or somebody with a familiar like that, they can put items, which is only lone druid really. They don't allow you to put your items on the bear. I do think that was a thing. I do think that's something I submitted a report about, but yeah, we'll see. Yep, no items for bear. Although, all that's said and done, guys, fun fact for Lone Druid. Did you know that Lone Druid actually has a better base attack time than his bear? Which means that Lone Druid can, theoretically speaking, attack a lot faster than his bear. Is actually a significant amount too. I think his bear attacks at 1.75 or 1.7 or something like that, and Lone Druid attacks at 1.5. We can check. Let's check. Dota 2 Lone Druid, and here we are, guys. We're just checking out things, Let's see, Lone Druid's attack speed. Oh, his base attack time is 1.7. I'm sad. Wait on. No, it's true form. Right, that changes things. True form changes his base attack time to 1.5, and his bear has a base attack time of 1.45. Oh, let me lie. Guys, I'm lying. Let me take it back. The base attack time of Lone Druid's bear is better than Lone Druid's. Alright, I'm sorry, guys. Facts are hard. But that is why I Google things, guys, and that is why I love to go ahead and look at sites like this, because I can see all the details. I can correct myself in the middle of a cast, and it's actually relatively quick for me to go ahead and just click through and say, oh, Lone Druid, Scotty, and Satanic. Let's see what damage I give him. Oh, look, it gives him a lot of HP and a lot of damage. Cool. So it's a really useful site. It's a really awesome site, and I think if you're in the game and you're trying to just consider the build, it's a really good thing. It's a really good tool to use just to say, okay, my final game build for this hero is going to be this. Of course, you do have your bugs like Lone Druid. You can't put things on bear. You also have your bugs like, I think Meepo, if I'm not mistaken, his leveling was broken. I think Invoker, he might be slightly messed up as well. But these are all minor things that can all get ironed out. And the more people who use the site, the more people that will be available to, help out build the site. So it's like Invoker that's actually fixed. I think the application on the phone is the one where it broke. Let's get this one, this one, this one. No, no, oh no, let me get spell. Okay, fine. Don't want to spell. And that'll be it, guys. So I'm not gonna linger on this site too terribly long. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and go about your way. If you guys do want to go check it out, check out that link that's right on up there. It's www.builddota2.com. Once again, that's buildota2.com. It's not buildota2.com, unfortunately, but it is still a really cool site, really awesome site. Huge kudos out to the people who created that, and also thank you guys very much for sponsoring the Dota 2 Plus Community Cup. We do appreciate it very much, and that's a wrap. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you guys whenever.